It has been over a year since a toddler was found dead in the septic tank at this once bustling licensed daycare, and through my exclusive investigation, I have determined that that same septic tank was perhaps inspected just days or weeks before her untimely death. The home-turned daycare behind me was once a bustling licensed childcare facility called Watch Me Grow Daycare in the small hamlet of Baltimore, Ontario, just north of Cobourg. All of that changed on Thursday, May 25th, 2023, when the mother of 2-year-old Vienna Rose Irwin came to pick her daughter up from this facility. Vienna was nowhere to be found. Her mother, Claire Irwin, immediately called her husband Clay and the police. Emergency crews were there within minutes. After a brief search of the property, Vienna was found non-responsive in what is said to have been a closed-lid septic tank housed within the toddler's outside play area. Over a year later, no arrests have been made, leaving the community and the family alike reeling with grief and questions around accountability and the hashtag Justice for Vienna, with butterflies, which were one of her favorite things to watch and wonder, has gone viral on social media and on storefronts, cars, and homes as a powerful tribute to her innocent life. The family and public remain desperate for answers as to what happened to Vienna 1 year ago. How and why and for how long was she unaccounted for? Why was no one looking for her? Why was her mother the first to call the police? Who's responsible for this unimaginable tragedy? And why have there been no arrests? Today, I'm bringing you an interesting aspect of the story through my exclusive investigation at rebelinvestigates.com, which you can support at that same website. I'd been tipped off that a new bylaw took place in Northumberland County, which is the upper tier catchment municipality that this daycare resides in. It's called Bylaw 18-2022. As the name states, it came into effect in May 2022, a year before Vienna's untimely passing. It's a bylaw to implement an on-site sewage system reinspection program that empowers Northumberland County to enforce on-site sewage system reinspections, which would include septic tanks. I filed an access to information request to find any information related to this bylaw and the daycare location behind me. There are 6 documents total listed in the response, 2 of them containing email communication, which have been withheld in full as they, quote, interfere with a law enforcement matter, end quote. The third has been partially disclosed, citing third-party privacy information. Email communication with Northumberland County show that Senior Plumbing and Sewage System Inspector Chief Building Official Kirk Johnstone sent the septic inspection records dating back to the licensing of the daycare in 2010 on Friday, May 26th. He forwarded these original drawings and records to Dwayne Campbell, Manager of Land Use Planning and Inspection Services. Campbell responds, "Health Unit tried to tell MOE, that's the Ministry of Education, we inspected it, LOL," which means laugh out loud. I'm not sure what about this is a laughing matter, but Johnstone gets in the laughing out loud too. He responds, "Really? LOL, back at ya," before Campbell sends the news article of Vienna's death from Global News. Johnstone responds, "What a shame, so sad." By June, Johnstone sends an email to Education and Communications Coordinator Heather Nemec asking her to make a CMP file for this so that he can keep track of the correspondence going back and forth. In document number 5, it looks as though someone requested an inspection report on May 1st, 2023. So when was the septic last mandated to be inspected by Northumberland County? I reached out to these 3 individuals named in the emails to determine just that, asking when the septic tank at the location was inspected in 2023, what the findings of the report were, and what, if any, protocol is in place for technicians to ensure septic lids are intact and sealed properly before vacating said inspections, and why do the county staff use the term LOL when communicating about this tragedy to one another. Dwayne Campbell responded to my request. He says, "In response to your first 3 questions, please note Northumberland County did not become the local authority for septic system inspections until 2014, post-implementation of any septic system at 4581 County Road 45, that's the daycare's address, and has not since been contacted for any inspection at this location." Any inspections performed by County Inspections Services during septic installation, which happened in 2010, are performed in accordance with the Ontario Building Code. In response to your fourth question, this comment was made pertaining to an issue of process and not related to tragic events of that time. So what's the truth in this? Was the septic inspected prior to Vienna's horrific death? And if so, how long before? There's clearly something fishy here, since documents are being withheld in full due to ongoing law enforcement matters. When will Vienna's parents and family get the justice and answers they deserve to have closure on what exactly happened that fateful day? For Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini. Please help cover the costs of our journalism at rebelinvestigates.com. At that website, you can find access to all of our exclusive investigative journalistic reports and also contribute there if you are able to offset the cost of this kind of journalism. All of that at rebelinvestigates.com. Thank you for your support.